Hello, you improvised turnip dildos. Jim Sterling here, and this is Uncrowded. Now, we've technically covered this game twice already, as part of the Best of Steam Greenlight Trailers series that I do. I say technically because this is, again, technically a different game, but they all come from the same place. Now, if you look through my channel, if you look through the Best of Steam Greenlight Trailers playlist, you will find videos on two games, one called Field Z, and another one called Day 1 Survival Begins, okay? Or was it just Day? I think it's just Day Survival Begins. Now, those two games look almost identical, and looking at the pictures and the sort of assets for this game, this also looks identical to Field Z and Day Survival Begins. Now, the reason for this is that UnitZ sells an asset pack called UnitZ. Now, this is $50, it's on their Steam asset page, anyone can buy it, and it's supposed to be a foundation. Like most things that UnitZ sells, it's supposed to be a foundation, a base from which you work on. But the amount of developers just buying UnitZ and then selling it on Steam, or trying to sell it on Steam if they're going through Greenlight, under a new name is just astonishing. This one actually made it onto Steam through Greenlight. This one actually got upvoted, possibly due to the fact that these clever ones took the Z out and tried to make it a name that sounds a bit like Unturned, which of course is the most popular Minecraft visual / zombie apocalypse mashup game. So let's play it anyway. We could be a policeman, farmer, salaryman, or Nunu, or a doctor. We'll go with Nunu. New player. I think I'm going to go ahead and maybe call this character Chungus. That's just how I'm feeling. Okay, let's enter the world. And as you can see, if you have watched the videos for Field Z, which they actually forgot to change the name UnitZ in the trailer. They actually forgot that. So it is Field Z, aka UnitZ. Or Day Survival Begins, you'll already recognise this, because it's the same fucking thing. This is a basic asset pack. This is a basic thing that UnitZ sells. I say asset pack, I mean they sell this entire sort of world. And the idea is, as a new developer or whatever... Oh my god, Bartleby needs to stop doing that. Anyway, I'm going to power through my asshole dog, who's picked up a new habit of barking out the door, which we need to correct. Anyway, what the hell was I saying? God's sake. Yes, so this is... you're basically buying an open-world starter game, and you're supposed to replace all of this shit with your own shit. And, you know, maybe come up with some original ideas. It's intended for game developers. You know, like, it's very basic. As you can see here, we've just got, like, a floating gun shadow. You know, an actual coder would come in and maybe give the character a shadow as well. An actual coder may replace this grass and these trees with something of their own original design. They might take the heads-up display in the corner there and stylize it. Maybe add their own stats and unique things. But no actual coding, as near as I can tell, went into this. It's just a fucking store-bought... Like, you know, we have a go at the slaughtering grounds for... and on other similar games for just populating their game with store-bought assets, which they do. But this is even more galling, because this isn't even populating different assets and things. This is... I'm trying to think of a good analogy in somewhere else. I mean, I guess it's like if Charles Dickens wrote a novel as like a really basic novel with sort of all the characters are named like Wozif, right? All the characters are named Wozif. They're all really like generic sort of situations. Wozif finds a quarter on the ground and uses it to buy bubblegum. I don't know if they had bubblegum in Charles Dickens' times. No, obviously they didn't, but just go with me on the analogy here. And sold that book about Joseph buying bubblegum with a quarter for $50 to budding novelists who could take that book, change the names, add to it, add their own original story. Just because it gives them a foundation to build off. It gives them all the basics they need to know to craft a story. And then everyone just calls it something else. Like Bubblegum Z, or Unbubblegummed, and then sold it as their own original novel. I realise that's an incredibly tortured analogy, what I just did. But honestly, I can't think of something in real life that would sort of work. Or maybe like if Walmart or Kroger or somewhere started selling live chickens as cooked, boneless chicken wings. You know, something like that. We're out of bullets and we don't have any other guns. That's actually a much better and succinct analogy than my fucking Charles Dickens bubblegum saga. Stuff like that, you know. Sell me 4 fucking tyres and tell me you've sold me a car. That's a worse analogy. I mean, look at all this nothing here. I'd be curious to see if the quote invisible wall. Invisible wall. Okay. I'd be curious to see if the quote-unquote developer actually did anything. Or if they actually are just selling the package for $1.99 and hoping 25 people plus buy it so they can start turning a profit. I've only seen one block of wood so far. Press other buttons so nothing else works. I mean, it's fucking unbelievable. This is the third game. This is the third attempt to sell UnitZ that I've seen so far. So far. There may very well and probably are others. This is the only one I've seen that actually has made it onto Steam itself. So this is the first time I've actually played UnitZ, as I'm just going to call it, because that's what it fucking is. I mean, you can just see just how sparse it is, like it's so unpopulated. And that's not a crack at Unity, because that's the idea of it. It's supposed to be this sparse and unpopulated, because you're supposed to fucking populate it yourself. An actual fucking developer would come... I'm just repeating myself out of sheer exasperation, I'm sorry. But then again, I almost feel like it can't be emphasised enough. Do these people actually call themselves game developers? I mean, even if they've even if they've like moved the assets around a bit, I have no idea of telling if they have or not. They're still, and I've said this in a previous video on a game like this, they're glorified fucking Lego builders. They're not game developers by any stretch of the frigging imagination. Sort of. I want... Hang on, no. How do I... Oh, fucking hell. That was another gun in there. There are 2 zombies. I need to go in there. E just opens up the crafting menu. F picked up the wood, so F will get me that goddamn gun. I want whatever that is as well. Okay. Now I need an inventory. Get away from these goddamn fucking zombies. Mouse wheel doesn't bring anything up. Again, a developer would have made this more simple. They'd have added like mouse scrolling to go through weapons, or like the numerical keys, But no such thing here. So E is a items, craft, items, hunting shotgun, use. So it's all fucking inconvenient. I need more wood. Oh. So anyway, we've got a hunting shotgun with 2 fucking shells. That's good. God, this is awful. I mean, look at that. And again, this isn't me having a go at UnitZ. You're supposed to go in and fix this. My jaw's just hanging open. Yep. I thought I saw something over here, but then I was distracted by this stupid shitty zombie. No, I guess not. Need to find more buildings. I don't know why I'm playing along like this is an actual fucking thing. But I really want people to start recognizing. I want people to look at all this shit so that when they see the next trailer on... That's a floating house. When they see the next goddamn trailer on Greenlight that looks exactly fucking like this, they'll be able to say, oh yeah, I know that, that's... all the other fucking shit that I've seen before. Well, at least all the houses... Oh my god. Beautiful. I love stock Unity ragdolls. Again, it's something that you're meant to fix yourself. Items. There we go. I have to fucking use everything from the goddamn menu. This is so fucking inconvenient. Dude, taking 2 fucking shots. Wait a minute. I can't have the flashlight on. Give me my flashlight. There. Oh no, I have to use the flashlight and the separate from the gun. Well, that's annoying. No, thank you. One thing I also want to address, I got a question on my Ask FM last night that was like, after my last Steam Greenlight trailer, saying they were worried about me. And I've had this as a comment on thejimquisition.com as well. Multiple people saying they're worried about me. I think they take my exasperation at these games a little too much to heart, and feel like maybe it's indicative of some wider problem with me. Like I'm suffering from major exhaustion and stuff like that, and I'm unwell. I mean, obviously bear in mind that when I do these videos, I am an entertainer as much as I am an informer. So obviously I sort of make a big deal out of my exasperation for comedic purposes. That's not to say I'm not genuinely fucking frustrated and just genuinely galled by the shite that happens on Steam, because I think it's quite clear I am. But obviously, when I'm here in front of a microphone, it's not like I'm doing it in real life where I'm just shouting at nobody about how shit all this is. Much. But, you know. Like, I think maybe they see the Steam descriptions, the YouTube descriptions on my videos where I'm just sort of where I'm sounding like I'm slipping into madness and start scrawling. Like the last Greenlight trailer I did, I just started, in the description, I just started repeating the words, oh, another one, over and over, badly spelling it more and more like it was a twisted sort of all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy sort of thing, which was just a goof. I'm actually, as I said last night to the person who was concerned, I am happier than I've been in years. You know, the Patreon thing's going so unbelievably fucking well. TheJimquisition.com and, of course, The Jimquisition itself has done well. The Jimquisition as a show, like, you know, that's my fucking That's my pride and joy, and it has, in the few months since going solo with it, has more than doubled its average viewing figures, which has just been incredible, and it is only growing. You know, my subscribers are just going up, and the website is doing really well, and has got all sorts of wonderful comments and stuff with it. Do I overwork? I am something of a workaholic, yes. I don't know how to take breaks, and I do fully understand when people are worried about that. But at the moment, I'm not overworking out of... I don't feel like I'm overworking out of sheer compulsion. I've just never been this... I've not been this passionate about what I do for years. And, oh, we're back here. And, you know, I've been doing things like interviews. I've got one coming up with Koji Igarashi, and I know I'm terrible at pronouncing names, and shit, what the hell happened there? I picked up that computer and it just booted me out of the screen. And what the hell? Yeah, so anyway. Got an interview coming up with Mr. Igavania himself. Did an interview with with Platonic Games, and one with Swery65 recently. Doing really great interviews that have got great responses. The amount of emails, I'm doing some more like actual, more researched and interview-based inquisitions soon. I pointed out the other day to some friends, like, I'm doing more quote-unquote journalism lately with all the emails I'm sending and all the things I'm finding out. I did more quote-unquote journalism lately than I did when what I did could even loosely be considered journalism. You know, I've never quite considered myself a journalist, but I was in that world. And I'm just I'm loving it. But anyway, that's me rambling on about myself. And really, do we need to see any more of this? I think the point's been made. I mean, there's like these shitty. There was a cross between shoddy and shitty. These shitty shadows here. Again, I point out, like, it's not... Holy shit. Again, I point out, it's not technically the fault of Unity, because this isn't supposed to be seen by us. I always feel... I've started to feel bad. I'm actually working on an actual video about Unity itself soon. Because I do feel bad about the reputation it has. A reputation that is I want to say my fault, but then that would imply I've done something wrong, and I don't think I've done anything wrong by pointing out how Unity's abused. But it has affected Unity's reputation. I see so many comments on my videos of people saying, you know, oh, I saw Unity in the intro screen and I shuddered. And that's unfortunate, because it is a... You know, Unity's been responsible for some really good games. But I don't want to bang on about a topic I'm going to cover. Oh, there's something that resembles a city. Curiosity beckons. So let's go head on, as Joe Don Baker would say. Actually, let's pop our shotgun on. Pistol bandage. Where is it? There, at the bottom. Oh, it's one of those angry ones. Brilliant. What's really valuable about this, though, is it shows you just how little work has gone into so many other Unity games that look more original than this. Because we're seeing all of the problems. The floating buildings, the shitty shadows, the wonky death physics. That's present in things like Slaughtering Grounds. It's present in things like A New Reckoning. So many of them. The ones that look like they might be a bit more original, just because they use more varied assets. But clearly it's an issue of... There's a lot of inherent Unity issues that real developers need to go in and alter. And here we get to see, you know, Unity at its most basic. Oh my god, it's not automatically reloading now. There we go. Fuck off, I say to you. Alright, you get on with that. I'm gonna eat a French fry. Use a bandage. There we go. Use a shotgun. So this is, I feel this is valuable, because here we get to see what is essentially Unity at its most raw, at its most basic. And in doing so, we get to see how little has been done by all the other games out there. And also, really, just holy fucking moly. and just how much work goes into the good ones, you know? Give me that. Got enough to do all sorts of crafting. This might not be the best place to do it. I wonder if we can drive that car. I like how picking up things can spawn other things. Eye gun, authorized by Potato. Oh, fucking hell. Trying to do an explore here. Magnum, which has spawned an M4. I don't want to leave this city, but there are so many shitty zombies running around. Right, bandage, quickly. Use. Let's have a go at... Again, I'm going to just show off this stuff because then you can recognise them in other games. So, you can have a look at an M4 in another Unity game and just see how similar it is. And bear in mind, of course, that, you know, Unity sells so many skins that many games that we may have already... Oh, that's loud. Many other games that we may have... Let me just adjust my headphones there. Many games that we may have already played may just be this, but with a lot of reskinning going on, that has also been bought from the Unity store. It is, as they say, fucking shameless. You're not supposed to be selling this. I realise I'm repeating myself, but you're not supposed to be selling this. God damn it. What are these things? We've got ourselves a Barrett. Barrett, I don't know, sorry. Sniper rifle, AK-47. I wonder if they got the license to actually use AK-47. There's a reason why a lot of games, you know, rename their weapons, because that stuff's all licensed. You know, there's no popping heads or anything, because, again, that's something you're supposed to design as a designer. So you can get a headshot. It makes no fucking difference to the body. Water. So, can we... Oh wait, what's that? Get in buggy. Well, we can kind of steer the car. Oh my. It's not exactly Grand Theft Auto, is it? I wonder if it's even fast enough to kill anything. How'd you get out of Bucky? I don't know how you get out. Oh, there we go. Still need more wood. I don't think we got enough to craft. Oh, who cares? You've seen enough. I mean, just understand that what you're seeing when you see a game that looks exactly like this, because now we know where it comes from and what it is, and God, I hate it all so much. God damn it! I'm gonna go and fucking ugh.